Conway, South Carolina. This ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right.
Oh, he's going to go up top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense, still taking in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Man, you want to make a statement early in a game. Your first offensive possession, you go 75 yards for the touchdown. Their opponent right now is literally in shock and awe. They're in disbelief. They don't even know what hit them.
Lining up to tack one more under that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The returner will feel it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So New Mexico State's offense headed on to the field. Now we'll first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win a football.
Didn't get much done on that first way of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Hogan. Fires left. It's caught. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. They do set him down. That's a completion. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. See if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards about the oak. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Time to take a shot. He got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Maggie.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streak is straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Returner will field it and try to get to field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. Neither win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen. Defense was not moved by that screen to the back and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I'm expecting to keep pushing this ball down.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game.
Fires deep for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets it up for the 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Tip ball put it up to Grant, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slipped through his fingers. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. A shot for the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there when it was incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is, they got a field goal in the back end.
Throws to the wideout. He makes it for now. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Doors.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
And it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on the curve.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is gonna have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He'll field the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. Makes it. That defense right there. They are set up at the 14. And the Commodores are threatening in the red zone. Going up top on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw in your side right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He finds his man, and good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Hogan. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, taking advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
And he makes the catch inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Vanderbilt! And they add 6 more to the board of that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points and bunches. This offense keeps their foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The 18 unit on the field. The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters down in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. A couple of teams looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
The Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Well, that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind. Maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. They can put it here together in the second half. They can close the season out with an exclamation.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Touchdown, Vandy! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just banging it down their throats all day long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So same quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Fires to the end zone. And the pass, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Leads it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense in the middle.
On target over the middle. Touchdown, North! And the
think positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They're trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got them massively. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yard you can and help out the offense. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Going to take a shot. Snags it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Oh, where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Coming after it.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
They'll run it on the counter. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got all by himself down the middle.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good...
They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a scoop. He's looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense.
Going for the big play. And he's got it at the 10. Defense makes the stop with the chains moving. It's first and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their tone.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. Wants to throw. It's Hogan. It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. The 1st down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the throw down the gut falls to the ground.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get stopped? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right at the end of the game.
Unloads to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. But listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game. The offense did their job.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And after this play, the king will be baked. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in. And this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.